All right, in your interactive notebook, you should have down on page 69 on the next available page, angle pair relationships. If you miss class, this is in a foldable, and we can create that. If not, just go ahead and write it in your notebook. So complementary angles are two angles with a sum of 90. So since this is a right angle, we have a line going through it. So the combination of these two will give us 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles with a sum of 180. When you have just a straight line, that is 180 degrees. So this line going through it, that gives us two angles. One right here, and one right here. And when you add those two together, you will get 180 degrees. All right, adjacent angles, they have a common side and vertex, but no common interior points. So this is an example, and this is a non-example of adjacent angles. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go over some. So find the measurement of angle ABC in each diagram. Did you read M, this little symbol B, as the measure of angle B? That means angle, that means measure. So we're going to go ahead and write the equation. So we know that both of them together have to equal 90 degrees. So 36 plus some number is going to give us 90. We're just going to subtract 36, and that's going to give us x. It's going to be equal to 54. So the measurement of angle ABC is equal to 54 degrees. And we know that this is a right angle with this little mark right here. And the height is the shape of it now, so it's 90 degrees. All right, for this one, since this is a straight line, we know that it is going to be 180, so this is a supplementary angle pair. So to write an equation, we would write 47 plus this angle, which we do not know, the root of x is going to equal to 180. Then we'll just subtract 47 on each side. And that's going to give us x is equal to 133. So then the measurement of angle ABC is going to equal to 133 degrees. Alright, so we're going to do two more examples. So with this being the measure of a straight line, so it's going to be 180, and this is a supplementary angle pair. So we're going to write our equation, so it's going to be 180. So 63 plus some number is going to give us 180. So of course we subtract 63, and it is going to give us 117 degrees. Alright. So we're going to do this one. Once again, this shows us that this is 90 degrees, which means these are complementary. So it'd be 38 plus some unknown number, so it gives us 90. So we're going to just subtract 38 from 90. We do it from both sides, so we're going to have x is going to be equal to 90 minus 38, which is 52. And here is going to be 52 degrees. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a couple word problems. So angle A measures 28 degrees. Angle A and angle B are complementary. Write an equation that illustrates the relationship between measure angle A and measure angle B. So we know if it is complementary, it's going to be equal to 90 degrees. So 28 plus x will give us 90 degrees. And to solve that, we'll just subtract 28 from each side. So 90 minus 28 is going to give us 62. So now we know that angle B, measure angle B is equal to 62 degrees. Alright, and here's the same thing, but this is supplementary. Supplementary is going to be equal to 180. So we have 28 plus x is equal to 180. So subtract 28. And that's going to come to 52. So now we know that the measure of angle B is equal to 152. Alright, so now we're going to talk about vertical angles and our angle pair relationships. So vertical angles is a pair of non-adjacent, which means they do not share a common side. So non-adjacent angles formed when two lines intersect. The measure of a pair of vertical angles are equal. That means they are equal to each other. So measure 1, right here, and measure 3 are vertical angles, and they are equivalent or equal to each other. And 2 and 4 are equivalent to each other. So write this in your notebook as well. So if this is 115 degrees, this is also going to be 115 degrees. And if this is 65 degrees, it's going to be the same form right across from it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do some practice. So we need to find the measure of angle 1, measure of angle 2, measure of angle 3. Well, we already know that if they are vertical, that means they're equal. So angle 1 is going to be equal to 73 degrees. So how do we find the measure of that angle? Well, what we can do, so I'm going to rotate this to show you. If we have this, and we cover this line right here, you're going to see that that is a supplementary angle pair, meaning that it's going to be equal to 180. So that's how we're going to find the angle that is adjacent to it. So we'll go ahead and bring this back. And rotate this back. Alright, so we have that. The measure. The measure of angle 1 is equal to 73 degrees. So then we know that 73 plus something, so these two are going to be equal to 180. Then we just subtract 73 from 180. So that tells us that angle 2 is going to be equal to 107. So the measurement of angle 2 is equal to 107. And since these are vertical pairs, they're going to be equivalent. So the measure of angle 3 is also equal to 107 degrees. Alright, so we're going to go on to this one. So we need to find x and y. So we know, again, these are equal. So x is going to be equal to 130 degrees. Now, once again, if I rotated this and I come over this line, it would be a supplementary angle pair. So these two are going to be equal to 180. So we just put 131 plus y is equal to 180. So then rotate and subtract 131 on each side. And we're going to get that y is actually equal to 41 degrees. Alright, so how would you solve for x? So if you have a vertical pair, how would you solve to figure out what x is? Well, we already know that it's a vertical pair, and they are going to be equal to each other. So that's how we write an equation. So I'm just going to switch the sides to make it easier. So we're going to have 4x plus 15 is equal to 79. And then you're just going to solve for x. So you're going to minus 15 on each side. So 79 minus 15 is 64. So it's going to give you 4x is equal to 64. And of course we divide by 4 on each side to get rid of it on the side. That's going to give us x is equal to 16. Alright, same right here, find y. Well, these are equal. So 11y minus 36 is equal to 63. Now remember, we do the opposite, so if this is subtracting, we're going to add. So we're going to add 36 and add 36 because a negative and a positive. It's going to end up 0 now, and we have 11y is equal to 99. And then you divide both sides by 11. So 99 divided by 11 is 9. So y is equal to 9. Yeah. Alright, this one is a little different. Solve for x. These are not vertical pairs. But we said these two pairs form a supplementary angle relationship. So we know whatever it is, it's going to be equal to 180. So we know that x minus 22 plus 135 is going to equal to 180. So now, sorry, minus 22. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine our like terms. So x, that's all it is. It's just x. So when you have a subtraction sign in front of it, that means it's negative. So when you add a negative and a positive, you subtract to keep the sign of a higher number. So 135 minus 22 is going to be equal to 113. And this is a higher value, so it would be plus 113 is equal to 180. We'll move this up. So now, we're going to get x by itself. So we're going to subtract 113 on each side. And that'll give us x is equal to 67. And now, if we wanted to find what this angle was, we could do two things. We could just take 180 and subtract 135. Or when we have x, we could rewrite this and put that number for x. So it would be 67 minus 22. So wherever x was, we replace it with that number. So 67 minus 22 would give us 45 degrees. And we know that 45 plus 135, if we add those together, we get 180. Alright, this is the last problem we're going to do because it's a word problem. So angle A and angle C are vertical angles. If measurement of angle A is 3x plus 7, and measurement of angle C is 76, what is the value of x? Alright, so it's a vertical angle, meaning that these two angles are equal to each other. So we're going to set it up that way. 3x plus 7 is going to be equal to 76. And now what we do is we want to find the value of x, so we just solve for it. So we'll take and subtract 7 from both sides. And you'll get 3x is equal to 69. And then we divide both sides by 3 because we want to get x by itself. So divide by 3, do that. Gets rid of that 3. And 69 divided by 3 is 23. So x is going to be equal to 23.